Hello, everyone. How are you doing?
Hello, hello, hello.
Oops. Let me help if I turn that off. Oh my gosh. So, Lizzie, tell us about your week. How has it been?
Well, I worked all weekend.
Oh,
Is the fan bothering you? Because I'll turn
no,
it
not
on.
at all. I can barely hear it.
Okay. I worked all weekend. I'm happy to be done. I thought today was never going to end.
Oh, did
So,
you have to work today?
yeah,
Ugh.
I worked Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 12-hour shifts.
Ooh.
But Clem's working Monday. So, he's working tomorrow, but I'm not.
You're off tomorrow, right?
He used to do overtime. Yeah, I refuse to do overtime. I figure while he's gone, I can video too.
Yeah. All right. Hello, Dreamer. Hi, Tiana. How are you feeling? Hi, Berta.
I don't see Berta. Oh, there she is.
Yeah. So, how is
Can
everyone
you hear
doing?
my fan? Bertie, you're so funny today.
Get myself
It's hot here. There's like here today.
Oh, man, isn't
It's
it?
so hot.
Yeah, it is. It's today. It's overcast. They're saying possible thunder. It hasn't happened yet, so if I automatically just up and leave, that's probably because I lost power. But it hasn't hit here yet, so keeping my fingers crossed it won't. Freaks out my dogs.
Well, it's not thunderstorming here, but it's hotter than heck.
Yeah, it's really warm here. I usually have my fan going, but didn't
And I
want
was
to turn.
working in the case room, which is hot, and I was sweating, and I was not having a fun day.
No.
No. The only good part about being up there is I don't have to do washouts.
What's that?
But like when you have to wash the line out because you're changing product. In the case room, I don't have to do that. Oh, I got the hiccups.
Uh-oh. That's always fun. Oh,
Where's Susan? She's fired.
I can't move my canvas.
Wait, she's in bed.
Trying to move my canvas here. Hold on. That might mean that my camera might move. I hope not.
I think Sunday's too late for her.
Ooh, yeah, it was really cool last night, and then it got really warm this afternoon. So we went to the Morton Corn and Apple Fest yesterday, and
No,
it
yeah.
was beautiful. Oh, was it ever hot?
What is that about?
They um, what they do is they make a bunch of apple cider and cook up a bunch of corn, and you can stand in line if you want to. I mean, the lines are like really long, but you get free corn and free glass of apple juice. You can buy tons of corn if you want uncooked, and buy a lot of like gallons of apple juice, but it's all um,
Apple
grown
juice or apple cider?
apple cider. Sorry, apple cider. But it's all grown from that area, and It's like a big carnival. They have uh, a bunch of food vendors, a bunch of craft vendors, stores, carnival rides, everything that a diabetic doesn't want to see. Because all I wanted was those little mini donuts. Oh, they're so good. But yeah, I stayed. I was really
Yeah.
good. I stayed away for it. Stayed away. Um, so, Tijuana, I hope you start feeling better. I'm so sorry that you're still not feeling well. Um,
Oh,
yeah, but we had a really good day. We stayed there for about 6 hours and then had to come back home. I was getting really lightheaded and we had to come home to feed the dogs. So yeah, but it was fun. We had a good time. At least it got us out of the city because Morden's really small. And I cannot see for the life of me. There we go. Other than that, how has your week gone other than work?
okay.
You do besides work.
I worked Monday, Tuesday, and then I only had Wednesday, Thursday off.
Yeah. Did you
And we
go?
did that live, right?
Okay.
And we did it on Tuesday after work.
Yeah.
I didn't do much of anything actually. I wanted to film and I never filmed, and I wanted to do lots of stuff and I never got it done. I've just been blah lately, you know?
No,
I
I
don't
hear
know
you.
if it's the weather.
I think it's the weather. You know, when it gets really warm, you really don't want to do a lot. At least I don't. I want to just kind of lay around. I don't want to watch TV. I'm not a big TV watcher, but I do like to. Um, I like to diamond paint, so I've been doing a lot of that. Kind of organizing my stuff, throwing stuff out that I don't need or want. But
Oh, so today at work, there's like rolls of tape that we use to tape the boxes, like the big rolls.
yeah,
And then between each layer, there's these white um, release papers
uh-huh.
like this. And they're like pretty big. And I'm like, I'm going to scoop these up and bring them home and see if it works.
Ooh,
So I brought a whole bunch of them home, but I left them in the car. I have to go get
uh-huh.
them later to see if they work. And then I could cut them into squares or I can leave them in big squares. I don't know.
Hmm.
I figure it's free. They're just going to throw it out.
Right. Well, if you can cut them in squares and use them, that's good.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But first, I got to test out a little area to see if it makes sure it is release paper. I think it is.
Uh-huh.
But
Where did you
yeah.
get it? Where did you get it?
What?
Where did you get
What?
the
The what?
Dreamer's asking you where did you get the release paper?
Oh, from work.
Oh, you got to work.
Yeah, they come in between the rolls of tape.
Oh,
It's like free, like because they're just gonna throw them out.
hey, you know
So
what? We like
I'm
free. So
collecting them today to see if they
yeah.
actually work.
No, that's great. Okay.
We'll see
Uh,
if they work.
I'm gonna do a new game. Now I'm going to try to do this differently because the rules of this game don't make any sense. And technically, this game is supposed to be done with a group of 6 players.
Okay.
So I'm kind of going to wing this one because I thought some of this stuff was funny. We'll see. And it's called If You Had To.
If you
So I'm
had
going to
to.
pick 5 cards out of this deck,
Okay.
and each of these cards will have something on the back, and you have to pick which one would be the worst thing you would have to do. So the worst thing you have to do. All right, so the first one is every time you wake up, you're going down the world's steepest water slide. I have drinks for that. Work a 9 to 5 as a human table. You're an employee of Walmart every day, and every day is Black Friday. Be frozen and then be revived 500 years later, or all food that tastes like dirt. So which one do you believe would be the worst out of the 5?
Eat dirt. Maybe being a table for 8 hours.
I don't think I would want to work for Walmart on a Black Friday. That I don't think I could do.
That's true too.
Yeah. This thing where it says every time you wake up, you're going down the world's steepest water slide. I have dreams like this, and it wakes me up just before I hit the pool.
Really?
Yes, I've had many times. I've had dreams where I feel like I'm just flying down a water chute for no reason. I wake up just before I hit the pool. So Tijuana says that the Walmart thing she wouldn't want. Definitely, that would be a no.
Melissa actually worked last Good Friday at Walmart when she was working at Walmart, but she went on the afternoon shift, so it wasn't too bad, she said.
Yeah. Oh, no.
She didn't have the morning people that go and line up.
I would be more like the security person from hell because I wouldn't put up with people rushing around beating up each other just to get one item. That's crazy. I
remember one time.
What was that?
Oh, I remember one time I went to Black Friday in the U.S. in Port Huron.
Uh-huh.
And I was at Target, and it was the last Guitar Hero that they had. And I had it, and the lady at the store said, tie it down to the cart and don't let go of it. And I'm like,
yeah.
She's like, they'll steal it from you. And I'm like, what?
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't believe it.
Well, I've seen
that was before we had Black Friday. Now we have Black Friday here in Canada.
Yeah. I've seen some news reports of people literally waiting for the doors to open, and they're all like pushing up against the glass in the doors, and the door glass breaks and people falling into it, and it's like, oh my God, really? Is it that important? Saving maybe $3 or $4. Not to me, it isn't. We have those Boxing Day events where people. What was that?
I'm usually broke and have no money for Black Friday.
Oh, I try to save a little bit of money, for if there's a really good deal for a Boxing Day, but we did that once where we actually went to Best Buy. We got there at 5 in the morning. The store opened at 6. The line was all the way around the store at 5 o'clock in the morning. We all stood there in freezing cold weather waiting for the door to open. And to me,
I'd be like, I ain't standing out in the cold in Alberta. Frick that.
it's just, yeah.
Alberta. What am I talking about? You don't live in Alberta. Manitoba's pretty close and shit.
Yeah. I thought, I am never doing that again. I am never doing that again. Hi, Debbie W. Hi, Robert. Hey, Jill.
I remember one year in Ontario, like down here, we get really cold weather sometimes, but when there was that polar bear, what do they call it? The polar bear express or something.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yep.
When it was super cold. I had my lime green beetle bug and that thing would not start.
Oh, no.
It got like down to like minus 30 here and it would not start
Oh, no.
to go to work. To the point where it frustrated the crap out of me. That year it was so cold, my pipes froze at home too.
Oh, no. Have you ever considered doing the polar bear swim?
No.
That was quick. You wouldn't jump in the water for like 2 seconds?
No. Are you
Honestly,
crazy?
I wouldn't either, but I think those people are crazy.
Would you?
No. Oh, hell no. No way. I mean, unless I really wanted to jumpstart my heart, no. I don't know how these people that actually do it. I mean, their blood temperature must go down, our body temperature must go down really low.
I'm
But
sure there's paramedics. I'm sure there's paramedics standing by.
Yeah, true.
There's got to be.
I still think it's crazy though. It's really hard on your body.
Yeah. Probably go in shock or something.
Hypothermia.
My bones would probably freeze up.
Well, I also wonder, a lot of times these people, they'll actually go into like a really deep lake in the center of the lake. They'll cut a section out of um, ice, and I often wonder how they anchor down that ladder, or if the ladder is actually made out of ice, because I don't know. I would be afraid that if I were trying to climb out, like if you were climbing out of a pool, that your hands and your knees would literally get stuck on the ice where you can't move at all. Have you ever had that done where your fingers stick to the metal?
Yeah.
Well,
That's
it's got to be that
That's
high.
horrible.
So, Dreamer, Jene, still working on tigers. Yes, I am well over 3/4 of the way done. I've got probably, I don't know, I think I'll probably be done in about 2.5 weeks, maybe. Maybe not that long. I don't know.
All I know is this is the only painting I've been working on.
This is the only one I've been working on. But I've been working on it hard because Lizzie's painting smaller than mine.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, yours is only a 60 by 80. Oh, I'll put that on plate.
Okay.
Okay. Are you going to bed?
Another half hour.
All right. Yeah.
So what'd you get for your birthday, Lizzie?
I got a $50 gift card to Red Lobster. I got
They'll get you what, an appetizer and a drink these days?
yeah. and I got what else did I get? What did my daughter get me? Oh, she got me a pedicure. So we went
I
for
need one of those.
pedicures.
The person that does your
And
pedicure is going to run out of the building screaming.
it's just like, oh, she brought out a file for you. They didn't take the file out for me.
They would need a
And I'm like,
drum-
well, I have work boots on every day. Like, what do you expect?
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah.
They'd also have to wear a
Gas mask.
gas mask because his feet stink horribly.
Yeah, do you know what Limburger smells like?
No. I don't
You
think
never
I want to
smelled
know.
Limburger cheese? No?
No.
Ooh.
Well, my feet smell like a sumo wrestler took a dump on a pile of burning tires.
Ah, you can get powder for your boots or something.
Even though I wash them every day, I soak them in hot water with baking soda. But
Mhm.
they get, even when it's 40 below out, my feet are freezing. They sweat.
Believe
Yeah.
me, next to him is like sitting next
Oh, it's
a
not
giant-
that
hold on.
bad.
a giant onion that's cracked open. You know how when they're cutting onions and that smell causes your
Mhm.
your eyes to water and your nose to run?
His eyes make you.
It's not that bad.
For yourself. He also
The dogs only ran away once.
that's true. The dogs did run away from his socks, but that's because his socks were so bad that they literally got up and ran off after
But
the dogs.
if you take my socks off and you smell them, the socks don't smell. It's just my feet.
Mhm.
Oh well.
I'll disagree on that.
Enough of my feet.
Oh my gosh. So
I definitely don't have that problem. Alyssa has stinky feet sometimes.
Oh.
My daughter.
Yeah. I have had Limburger cheese, and it's really good. But ooh, does it ever stink? It's bad.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, it's nasty. You have to wear those swimmer nose plugs
Mhm.
to be around it. It's really strong.
Well, why have you eat it then?
It's good. It's good cheese. It's just you just have to get over the odor of it.
Oh, I don't know if I could eat something that stinks. I don't know if I could.
No, I don't know.
Today, I don't know if it's these new injections I'm taking,
Mhm.
but last night I went to Superstore and I bought, like, you know how you can get chickens already, roast chickens made or whatever.
Oh yeah.
So I picked one up for dinner. But when I came home, Alyssa had made shepherd's pie, and they were like individual shepherd pie from
Oh yeah.
PC or whatever. I didn't know. So I'm like, oh, I'll take it for my lunch at work. When I was at work, I felt like it smelled funny, but I think it's just because of these injections. They make everything. I don't know. I don't have an appetite.
Oh
Yeah.
well. Yeah, you might want to not. It sounds like that if it's had an an odd odor to it. It could have been bad.
Oh, I think it wasn't bad. It was just me thinking it was or something. I don't know. I ate it. It tasted fine. It's just that I think these pills and the heat just don't really want to eat anything.
No, I actually went pretty much all day without eating, and then I thought, oh my god, I haven't taken my meds yet, so I had to eat so I could take my meds.
Hmm.
But
Well, the last couple of days, my sugars have been 7.2, 7.9, which is pretty good. Knock on wood.
that's really good. That reminds
Yeah.
me, I have to go to the doctor's tomorrow, and I'm preparing myself for the long lecture.
A lecture?
Well, yeah, because she still hasn't. My regular family doctor doesn't know yet about the blood work.
Oh,
So I'm just preparing myself for this lecture. She's going to give it to me, I know it. And I started, I thought, I got to do something to lose this weight because I've, tried just about every type of diet there is. And so I decided I am going, I've been on Jenny Craig before. And I thought I'm going to do this again because I lost 70 pounds on their program. So I started it today. I don't know if that's the reason why I just decided not to eat. I just wasn't hungry. Yesterday, like I said, I wasn't really feeling that great. And I think a lot of it was because we were outside in constant heat. There was no shade. So, but yeah, I decided, I got to eat because I got to take my meds. And I got on the scale because I wanted to make sure I wrote down my starting weight. And I actually have, since I've been on the diabetes pills, I've actually lost about 14 pounds.
yeah, they do
Woo-hoo!
that.
I am so happy about that. So if I can lose, another 70, I'd be really happy. He used to say,
See, my scale is saying I'm losing weight too, but I look in the mirror and I don't see it. So I'm like, is this scale that I bought from Amazon? It's like, it's a brand new scale. And I'm like, is this for real? Because
yeah,
I feel like it's lying. I feel like it's lying to me.
yeah. Sorry to get rude. Hello, Wilma. Hi, Diamond Queen. How are you?
Well, Susan decided to roll in.
Ah, Susan.
It's nice to be
Oh my gosh. Um, hanging in there. Yeah, same here. I really love the fact, that it's warm. The humidity is the one thing I can't take, but I like the heat. But oh my god, today and yesterday, the humidity was like probably around 90. I swear, it was just nasty. Okay, so we're gonna take these 5 cards out.
What the heck do you have that's so important to do, Susan, that you can't grace us with your presence?
I got my blood work done on Tuesday to find out what is causing the hot flashes.
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah.
I don't envy you on that one. I had hot flashes in my late 30s and into my early 40s. And oh, no, thank you. That's the worst, I think. All right, so here we got 5 more cards. you guys let me know which is the worst. And again, it's called If You Had To. So you just let me know which um, which card is the worst. So if you had to, you're always naked. That's one. You're consistently hallucinating on magic mushrooms.
Oh God.
Be sticky all the time and not know why.
Oh.
Have let's see. Have an have an incurable disease that is slowly turning you into a garden gnome.
Oh no.
Instantly fall asleep whenever someone touches you. So, which one would you think is the worst?
I wouldn't want to be. I wouldn't want to be stinky all the time and not know why. If I was naked, you guys would all run away scared. So.
That's me too. I'd say the same thing. Well, mine would be being sticky.
Me
I wouldn't
too.
want to be sticky.
I wouldn't want people to say, "Oh my gosh, she stinks."
Yeah.
That'd be like the worst. I don't want to be stinky.
No. Okay, so we got the stinky one. Nobody wants to be stinky. That's bad when you, especially when you have a meeting. Like this happened to me 2 weeks ago. I had a meeting that I had to go to. And instantly, as soon as I walked into that office, I was like, oh God, can I hold my breath long enough? There's nothing worse than body odor that is literally out of control and the person doesn't smell it. There are people out there
They
who
don't.
can smell it.
Yeah, I
And
know.
I was in that office for probably 45 minutes and it was just horrible. But, you know, all I could do was smile and nod and yeah, okay, yeah. And in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, hurry up! I want the hell out of here. It was horrible. It was horrible.
Oh, I believe it.
Okay, so there's 5 more cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now I pulled out the rude and crude cards because I didn't know how that would go. Okay, so if you had to yell fire, fire, fire every time you enter a room, watch every single episode of The Big Bang Theory nonstop, 224 and counting episodes. Everyone talks to you like you're a 2-year-old. It's snowing in your house all the time. Or you're a nun. Which one is the worst?
You're a man?
Nun.
Oh, a
A
nun?
Catholic nun. A Catholic nun.
Oh, a Catholic nun?
Yeah.
Oh God, if you're a nun, you can't have sex.
That is true.
So, laying out my options here. I don't really want to be in snow all the time.
Well, to be honest, if I had to pick any of these, I'm sorry, I'm not a big Bang Theory person. In fact, I find it quite annoying. That would be the one I'd pick. Is I couldn't watch every single episode. I would probably pull my teeth and my hair out. I'm just not a fan of that show.
I watched
I
a few episodes, but
Yeah. Oh, my sister loves it. She thinks it's the greatest show in the world. I'm like, how can you watch that? That's like watching golf. Oh,
My sister Helen too.
I
She
don't know
loved
why.
it too.
Fire, The Big Bang Theory. Big Bang Theory had to
I
have,
think snow.
yeah.
I wouldn't want it snowing in my house all the time.
No, I wouldn't
Bad
want
enough
snow
I
in my house, but when I'm way
bad
out
enough
the
if I work in a cold place.
what was that?
It's bad enough I work in a cold environment,
Well, and
except when I'm in the space room.
that's why I didn't pick it because I live in Winnipeg. We have snow 6 months out of the year. You got to live with it. But I wouldn't want it snowing in my house, no. But I would rather have it snow in my house and be cold than watch The Big Bang Theory. Okay, golf is the
But
war.
us Canadians live in igloos anyway, so you know.
That's right. That is right. We Canadians live in igloos.
Mhm.
Robert, I'm with you. I don't understand golf either. Although I think golf would be a really good way of releasing stress because you can slap that ball all over the place and nobody cares. At least you can put your aggression on the ball. All right, let's
I
get
think I think golf is just for people to go drink.
Yeah, I think so too. I've played golf with a place that I used to work for, and I can't tell you how many times that liquor cart come flying around and we're all sitting. We all drank more than golf.
Yeah,
So,
I think that's what the majority of it is.
yeah. Okay, again, if you had to alternate between being a goat and a human every other year, have an upside down face, secretly be a witch in colonial New England time, wear headphones 24/7 playing the sounds of old Japanese men using the washroom.
That would be mine.
Live your life dressed up as Barney, the purple dragon.
Oh my gosh.
So there's your five. Which one is the worst?
I think the Japanese men on the toilet.
Yeah, honestly, my kids grew up during the Barney thing, and that show annoyed me to no end, but I don't think I can listen to a bunch of old Japanese men using the washroom. I'm sorry. No, that doesn't sound right.
Susan, you are a witch. No. Joking. It's not what you want to be, it's what you don't want to listen to or be. Susan, Susan's playing wrong.
Okay, okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think the Japanese men won that one. Ooh. All right, 5 more. If you had to be haunted by be haunted by a life-sized Furby, buy anything that you see in an advertisement for anything, get fired out of a cannon into orbit. Everyone thinks that you're Superman, but you're actually just you. There are swarms of spiders living in your house. I already can tell you which one mine would be. Spiders. No, spiders would be the worst out of all that.
No, I think going in a cannon.
Going in a cannon and shooting up to the orbit.
Yeah.
No, I can't live with spiders. Ew, ew, ew.
Well, I'll just kill them.
Swarms of them?
Well,
Better be Charlotte's Web. That's all I can say. Spiders are the one. Nope, nope, nope. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Susan. Oh, no spiders. Yeah, spiders.
oh, you know what Susan's scared of.
No, not a fan of the spiders.
Interesting.
Ooh, I only got 4
What are
here.
you doing now? Oh, you're on your swing. You gonna go for a swing? Yeah. Hey, Flo? Yeah, Mommy's got you covered so you don't chirp up the storm. Sorry, I'm talking to the bird. Oh, look it.
Oh, this looks good. Jeez.
Look what my granddaughter left me. Oh, she woke up.
What'd she get you?
What?
What did she get? What did she bring to you?
Oh, she left Play-Doh in here.
Oh, Susan. That one, I'm not going to put in there. Nope.
Oh, Susan. You had to bring up the mice, didn't you? I am deathly afraid of mice. I can't even look at them on a video. I just ruined it. It was a nice, perfectly round cylinder, and I ruined it.
Oh no. Okay, so we're going to get 5 more cards. And again, if you had to, no more bathing. Never leave your
No
house.
more what?
No more bathing. No more baths. No more showers. Nothing.
Okay.
Never leave your house again. Your inner thoughts are now announced through a loudspeaker. That'd be scary.
Yeah.
Relive the same day over and over. You're a billionaire, but your projectile vomit every time you spend money. Which one would be the worst? No more bathing would be for me.
Which one?
No
No more bathing?
Yeah. Again, that leaves a stench. No, thank you. I don't want to be stinky.
Yeah. Me too, but there was another one on there that, what was it again? I forget. Didn't sound very good either.
The billionaire that you would literally vomit every time you spent money. Or
I'd be vomiting a lot.
or the your inner thoughts.
Oh, that would be really scary.
Can you imagine? I'd be yeah, I think I'd be in a lot of trouble. with
I'd
that
be
one.
in big troubles.
Oh yes. But I still have the problem with the bathing thing. I would need to
Yeah.
have I don't want to think. The last one. Oh, the billionaire one was the last one. Let's see. Yeah, no baths, no showers. Just the word cleanliness would not be in the dictionary. Let's put it that way. 5. Yeah, that's true. You could go swimming every day and keep yourself clean. That would be a good idea. I never thought of that. That's a good one.
You
So
ain't
then
going
that-
swimming in the winter.
What was that?
You ain't going swimming in the winter.
If I stunk, I'd jump in for a few seconds. Believe me, I would, just to get the smell out. All right. If you had to, you in your current physical condition are now a starting NFL running back. You're deeply in debt to mobsters who use lightsabers. There's a talking. I don't know if I can get this one out. There's a talking zit on your face, and yes, it's racist. Oh my god. Demolish an entire house with a tiny 3-inch hammer, or you're a peasant in medieval Europe. Which one would be worse? I think the talking zit.
Yeah,
I'm
but
sorry.
I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to demolish a house with a tiny hammer.
No, that might take some time, but can you? No, I mean the talking zit thing. I just don't think that just wouldn't go over very well.
Susan will say she already has a talking zit. It's her name's Liz.
Yeah, an indoor pool would be another thing that you could have for bathing time.
God, you probably wouldn't even be allowed to go to an indoor pool if you stunk.
It's true. Isn't that the truth? Oh, no. Okay. Um,
Just put a Band-Aid over the zit. As Susan said. Moon is flipping out. I don't know why she's crying.
Band-Aid over the zit.
So Luna has officially ruined my TikTok.
Really?
Yeah, because now every time I go on TikTok, all I see are kids things.
Oh no.
Yeah. They're like, where are all my sexy men? They're all gone.
Oh no. Okay, so we're going to put these over here and move these off there. And these are the 5, I think. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So if you had to, let's see, live in the Grand Theft Auto world as an innocent citizen, I wouldn't do that. Have you ever played Grand Theft Auto?
No, but I've watched replay it, Tyler.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be a citizen in that world. um, get plastic surgery to look like Marilyn Manson.
No thanks.
Have small, annoying, talking faces on your fingernails. Live in the Jurassic period. And or have an evil identical twin. Which would be the worst?
Oh, the talking fingers would be annoying. If I lived in the dinosaur age, I'd probably get eaten by T-Rex, so it wouldn't matter. I'd be lunch because they can't run fast enough.
I would have to say the Marlon Manson thing. No, I think that would be the worst of all of them. I can live with talking heads on my fingers or faces on my fingers, but not. I don't want to look like Marlon Manson. No, thank you. Okay. Yeah. I used to play Grand Theft Auto, and the citizens in that world were like, you just run them over. You didn't care who they were, what they were doing, that you just ran them over. That's why I'm saying that might have been my second choice out of it, but Marlon Manson, no thank you.
But it's a game; they just pop up again.
Yeah, exactly. They just come out. Okay. If you had to, steal everything from everywhere you go. Fill your pants with gravy every morning.
With what?
Gravy.
Gravy.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Drive. Yeah, I know. I won't tell you what I'm envisioning, but yeah. Drive a monster truck through a nursing home. Yeah, they were old anyway. um, everyone you don't want to see naked is always naked. And only tell the truth. Which one would be the worst?
Only telling the truth.
Seriously, I don't want to see people I don't like naked. That just doesn't
True.
sound right. Um, the gravy in the pants, that would be horrible. I wouldn't want to have to walk around, let alone sit in that stuff. Ew.
Who the heck would think of something like that?
I don't know. These are just really off the wall. Some of the stuff I bypass because it's really off the wall stuff. The plastic surgery. Oh, that was more. That was the other ones. Okay. Driving through the nursing home. Yeah, when I read this, what I thought, seriously? Okay. But the grading
Oh,
that.
speaking of nursing homes, we went to go see Clem's mom again.
Oh yeah.
It's so depressing in there. I'm like, what kind of nursing home is this? It's so depressing. And then, like, did I tell you the last time I grew with the baby, the doll?
Uh huh.
Well, we brought her back to her room, and her roommate was in her bed with that doll. I'm like, what is it? The freaking nursing home doll? It goes from resident to resident? Like, I don't understand this. I'm like, what's up with the doll? Freaked me out. I don't get it. Is it like therapy? I don't know.
I don't know.
Not either. But I definitely wouldn't want gravy in my pants.
No.
I'd be like, Susan, do you want some gravy for your poutine?
Here, just
Yeah,
come
congrats on my pants.
you jerking down my pant leg. Oh. Okay, here, these are some good ones here. Down here. 5. All right. If you could, or if you had to, have Bruce Willis as a pet, have your failures broken down on a sports center nightly. That would be bad.
Makes sense, Wilma. Makes sense.
What?
Oh, Wilma, she explained why they have dolls. I said, well, that makes sense.
Oh, get mauled by a Care Bear.
Susan. Okay.
I'm pretty
Sorry.
sure the gravy would be nice and warm coming out of the pants.
I'd be keeping it nice and warm. Might have a little bit of bubbles in it.
Might want to hold your breath with the bubbles. Oh my gosh. All right. So again, having Bruce Willis as a pet, have your failures broken down on a sports center nightly, get mauled by a Care Bear, every anxiety or fear that you have will come true, and assemble an entire warehouse of IKEA furniture. I wouldn't mind having Bruce Willis as a pet. I'm sorry. I don't know what's so bad about that one. You couldn't pay me enough to work for IKEA and assemble their warehouse. Unless they pay you pretty good money.
I highly doubted they would.
I don't think I would have the patience to do that.
Do they have IKEA in the States?
Jeez. I think so, but don't quote me on that. I'm not really sure. I love IKEA, but some of their stuff isn't really that great.
Oh, Wilma says yes, but not near her. The closest IKEA to me is like all the way near Toronto.
Yeah, it's in Mississauga.
Yeah, somewhere. I don't know. We went to one time. I don't know where it was.
We have one here in Winnipeg, and I'm telling you, you need you really need a map to get through it because you can easily get lost if you don't follow the the floor. They have the floors with arrows.
I'm like, why are we going through all these displays? Like, and you can't buy anything. I didn't get it. I didn't get it. And then all of a sudden you're in a cafeteria. I'm like, okay, I guess
Yeah.
they think it's lunchtime.
Well,
And
yes.
then at the very end, you can go down to the warehouse where you can buy stuff. I'm like, what the hell? I don't get this place. I don't know. That was my experience with IKEA.
Yeah.
I did buy some stuff though. I bought a shower curtain, a garbage can for my bathroom.
Oh, we got our kitchen,
That was
our entire kitchen, IKEA.
IKEA.
Yeah, I
Yeah, they
wouldn't
do
say
have beautiful
having
kitchens.
them having their subdivider or subcontractors install it, but yeah, we had our entire kitchen done with IKEA cabinets, the countertop, and the appliances. We bought all of our appliances, other than a refrigerator. We bought all of our appliances through them too.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of appliances, I'm still waiting on my fridge and stove.
Really?
I only bought it in July.
And you're still waiting for it?
Yeah.
Who did you get it through?
Lazy boy.
Mm.
No, bad boy. Sorry, bad boy. Bad boy in London. They said 3 weeks. And then I called again after the 3 weeks were up, and they said another 3 weeks.
Oh my gosh! Really? Is your
Yep.
stove working?
Yeah, my fridge and stove work, but like the whole point was to get bigger and better. But
Okay. Well, hopefully it comes quick or quicker.
I tell you, can't buy anything. You have to wait for it for 100 years. Like Alyssa's gonna go to college and she'll be gone before we get her new fridge and stove.
Yeah. Is she getting excited about going?
I think so. And she's excited because she finally got her G1. Like, I don't know what the rules are out there, but here, to get your license, you need to get a G1, and then you get a G2,
Yeah.
and then you have to go for your G. Is that a phone?
Yeah.
Your house phone?
That's my house phone.
You still have one?
Yes.
I don't. Finally gave up on mine. I didn't see the point when everybody in the house has a phone.
Mm-hmm.
The telemarketers still find your cell phone numbers though.
Yes, they do. I get them a lot.
So a new girl that started working at work, she actually diamond paints.
What was that? I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
A new girl at my work, she started. She
Yeah?
actually diamond paints.
Oh, nice.
She's done a lot of customs. She showed me on break. I don't like my Sam.
There is a reason it is called Bad Boys. Susan. Oh my gosh. Oh. Yeah, those sleep numbers do sound wonderful. Unfortunately, that it just wouldn't fit in my bedroom. It's just too big. Where does she shop for her customers?
She said, I think she didn't really know, but it sounded like hooligan. And she said it was square. I'm like, oh, were they good? And she's like, yeah, they were good. No popping drills. I don't know if it was hooligan or if she just didn't have to say the name.
Could have been Ever Moment
Because
though
she
too.
knows.
They have really good
I don't
drills.
know. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I couldn't tell by looking at it because she had it covered with washi tape around the edges.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know.
Oh. If you had
But
to, go ahead.
okay, go ahead.
If you had to, let's see, ride a sexually frustrated mini donkey as your one form of transportation. You're a kindergartner teacher, but all your students have knives. Every minute you need to tell somebody what time it is. Oh, that would drive me insane. Siri is your only friend, or nothing is fun anymore. So those are your five.
Nothing. Nothing is funny. Is that what you said?
Nothing is fun anymore.
I think I wouldn't want to ride a sexually frustrated donkey.
Oh, that would be fun. um, it would drive me insane if I had to tell everyone or whoever I walked by what time it was every minute. That would drive me insane. But yeah, riding the sexually frustrated mini donkey would not be fun.
Why did she just tracked her message? I don't know what kind of mattress to buy because I don't have a clue because my mattress sucks. That's
Oh,
all I know.
mine is, we have a really thick pillow top. It's really nice. I really love mine.
Yeah, mine is no good. I should have bought a mattress instead of fridge and stove. But they probably wouldn't be here yet either. Ah,
Because they're bad boys.
yeah, they're bad boys.
I don't know if I have, let's see, I got 5 more and that's it. This is the last.
Okay.
Okay. If you had to live in McDonald's Playhouse with Ronald McDonald as your roommate, change your name to Captain Assface, have a tail, you can only stand or be hung upside down. Your height fluctuates your height fluctuates by 3 feet every day. Which would be worse?
I think all of them are bad.
Well, I definitely wouldn't want a tail.
It might be fun. You can wave your tail.
Yeah. Might be able to hit somebody with it not on accident, but say, oh, sorry. um,
You can whip someone with it.
yeah. Definitely would not want to live in Ronald McDonald's Playhouse with Ronald McDonald.
That'd be scary.
Oh yeah, that wouldn't go over very well.
I don't see how they think he's a friendly clown. He's like scary looking to me.
I don't care for clowns. I don't like them.
Oh my gosh, my daughter Sarah used to be so scared of clowns. We moved into this one place, ah, and they had a clown light shade on the light in her room. Oh my gosh, she flipped out. They had to like remove it, or she wouldn't sleep in her room.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of clowns. Never have been. They just don't look right.
Alyssa's scared of mascots. Any kind of mascot, she freaks out. Like if you go to amusement park and there's like I don't know, even Mickey or Minnie, she
Yeah.
don't like it. Yeah, she does not like it. Height fluctuating would be bad too, because one day you could be a giant, one day you could be short.
Yeah, that wouldn't be fun either. But yeah, the clown thing.
Not too many people like clowns.
No, I noticed that.
I think it was because of that guy that was a clown killer.
Yeah, I watched a mini series on, I think it was on Netflix, about him.
Yeah.
And geez, what a disgusting man.
Yeah. I didn't watch it all.
You know, that
I
was
forget
just,
his name now.
and I'm trying to, Carrie, I think was the last name. Pennywise. Yeah. Have you ever watched it? That clown freaked
What?
me out. Did you ever watch Stephen
Was that
King's?
it?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
The original one freaked me
I've
out
never
more
watched it.
than the new one. Don't watch the new one. It's not as good, but the original one, it'll freak you out. I can't remember who played Pennywise. I can see his face, but I can't remember his name. And he
Did you
did
ever
an
see Christy on YouTube? She's a YouTuber. She did one of those. She did an ever moment of Pennywise
oh yeah.
from the It. It turned out really, really good, but
I wouldn't
scary.
want to get up on my wall. I'd be freaked out every time looking at it. Um,
Right? I don't like
Chunky.
scary movies.
Uh, I that I've seen a few of the Chunky ones, and Chunky is a doll that
Yeah, I've
that
never
one,
watched any of those either.
yeah, that one I couldn't stomach watching.
Shoot,
Even
when I was,
I love horror movies. I like watching them, but not that type of movie.
nope, not me.
I like to
I freaking watched Children of the Corn never again, man. I hate cornfields now.
that actually that was a Stephen King book, and a lot of his books have been made into movies. It's one of them. Um, I really like the movies, but I never was big into horror movies until my into my 40s. That's when I started watching a lot of those, and I enjoy the ones that really put you in suspense. I'm not the like I can't watch Friday the 13th. It just doesn't appeal to me. Or anything that's really like Chainsaw Massacre. No, I don't think I've even seen one of those. But I like
Nope.
the original Halloween with Jamie Lee Curtis.
No.
Oh, I love it.
Never watched any of them.
Oh,
This one was Halloween or something, and I would hear the music, you know what's gonna happen. And I'm like,
yeah.
nope, change channel. Nope, change channel.
Well, see, and that's the thing that I like about what I would consider the true horror movies. They're the type that you don't have a lot of blood and guts. It's the music that sets the tone, so you really start picking up that momentum when you hear that music. You know something's going to happen, and that the original Halloween is like that. It really kind of leaves a lot to your imagination. You don't really see a ton of gore like you do the movies nowadays. Like the new movie I watched, excuse me, um, Halloween Kills. I actually finally watched it, and I was so disappointed at the end. But to me, that's a blood and guts movie. It shows a lot of ick that I really don't care to watch. But I like the older movies, the ones that were made in the like late 70s and the early 80s, because it really leaves it more towards your imagination than you actually seen it. That makes sense.
Mhm.
My father took us to see a movie at um, my mother didn't want to go to the movies, and we went to the drive-in. So um, the first movie was always for children. It's always a like a cartoon type movie or a child's movie, and then usually the main event was afterwards. So they had like a short period between films that the kids could go out and play on the what do you call it, playground. And so my dad decided to take me and my sister, who's about maybe just a little over a year older than me. And he told my mom that, he's going to take us to watch this movie. And she's like, okay, fine. And we watch the first movie. It was great. Um, I believe I was 8 years old when I saw this movie. So my dad went out and told us to go play on the playground, and he was going to go out and get us like a hamburger or a hot dog, something to drink. And then the plan is that we were supposed to fall asleep in the back seat of our car. So we had our hamburger. I think it was a hamburger, but we had what he bought us to eat, and then we got in the back seat of the car. We had our pillows and our blanket, and we laid down. And my dad, was ready to watch the feature film, and it came on. And in the middle of the film, now this film was called The Car, and it was. If you've ever seen Christine, it's similar to that, but much more violent. My dad really thought we were asleep, but we were both watching the movie. So halfway through this movie, he realizes, oh crap, they're both awake and they're watching this movie. So he couldn't very well tell us to go to sleep. In fact, I told my dad I had to make sure that the car was killed before I could do anything. And when he took us home, it was pretty late. My mother's like, okay, it's time for you girls to go to bed. It was probably, I would say, close to 1 o'clock in the morning. And so she gets us ready for bed. She takes me in the room and she says, okay, honey, you need to go to bed. Now my bed was pushed up against the wall closest to the window. And I remember looking at my mother and I'm like, I'm not sleeping there. And she's like, well, why not? And I'm like, no, I'm not sleeping there. Now, my father begged us girls not to tell our mother that we saw that movie.
Yeah.
She's like, well, honey, you need to go to bed. I said, I'm not sleeping by that window. And she said, well, why not? And I'm like, because the car's going to come get me. She says, what car? The car from the movie. She says, okay. So she puts me in bed. I'm literally crying because I don't want to be there. And she turns off the light. She starts shutting the door. Both me and my sister were screaming at her, don't shut the door. And so she left the door open. She kept the hallway light on. And within 5 minutes, you could hear my mother and my father arguing over what happened. I couldn't sleep without the door shut, or I couldn't even sleep by the window for over a month. I just couldn't sleep by that window. And the reason why is because in that movie, there's a scene where one of the characters was in her house and she was just picking up some things. She could hear in the distance that it was becoming really windy, which was an indicator that the car was around. And all of a sudden you heard this loud, it was like, the big trucks, the big semi-trucks horns.
Yeah.
You could hear that. And that was that was the car coming at, coming, or was closest, I guess, closer to you. And you can hear that with the headlights on. She's on the phone talking to the sheriff, and the car goes in through her house, kills her, and then goes through, completely goes through her house. And that was the reason why I wouldn't sit by the window. I'm like, no way.
What was that movie called? There was a movie, and it was like a truck, and it would follow people and kill them.
The truck.
Yeah. And it would chase other cars down and kill them or something. I don't know. I don't know how I stumbled across this movie, but I didn't even watch it all. I just watched like a scene, and it was chasing this other car, and I friggin'. And then it I think they would. What was that movie? Was it? I don't know if it was Joyride. I don't think that's the name of it. I don't know. I wish I knew what it was called.
I'm not sure if it's the one movie that you're talking about, but there's a movie out there that it's an older movie, and it chases this one guy throughout the entire movie, and I can't remember the name of it though. And it eventually, the driver of the car eventually outwits the truck, and that's how it ends. But I don't remember the name of that one either. But it's an older movie too. Yeah, my mother wouldn't let me watch The Exorcist until I was 18 years old. And after seeing that movie, I was like, yeah, no, I had nightmares for weeks on that one.
I don't know if that's what it was. I wish I knew which movie I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't remember what I'm thinking of either. There was one with Kurt. Was it Kurt Russell? Yeah, Kurt Russell. That was actually pretty good, but I don't remember the name of that one. And it involved a big truck.
I don't know. All I know is I didn't watch it all. Probably
Yeah,
why I don't remember the name of it.
Yeah, my mother was a huge fan of horror movies, and she would always try to get me to go to bed before they'd start. The one movie she eventually let me watch with her, and that was a big mistake, was Nightmare on Elm Street. That was a weird, even today, I would consider it a strange movie.
That's the only horror movies I've actually watched.
Nightmare on Elm Street?
Yeah.
That was Johnny Depp's first movie. Did you know that?
Yeah. He
Boy,
gets
was
freaking
so cute.
sucked into the bed and his blood spurting everywhere.
Yeah. Now I have to ask because I did one of these, and I'm planning on starting to do it again. But I did one of those videos on movies that are based on true stories or actual events.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna start that up again, but I'm doing some research on a few movies. Did you know, this is interesting, this will be one of the videos I'm gonna do. Did you know that Nightmare on Elm Street, the writers were actually inspired by a true story?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Now, we all know Hollywood, they're gonna exploit and or make it bigger than it actually is. But yes, Nightmare on Elm Street is actually the original, was actually inspired by writers by a true story of I believe that um, it was a young 17-year-old, uh, and I believe they were from Cambodia. Um, they immigrated to the United States to get away from the wars, and the son, I can't find my ends now. Anyway, the son, he was having severe nightmares of being in Cambodia during the wars. And they had gotten so bad that he would have these nightmares would be so realistic that he finally at one point said, I'm not sleeping anymore. I can't take it anymore. And so he went like well over 8 days without sleep. And when you do that, your brain just can't, it has to have that REM sleep. And ultimately what happens is that your brain will start to make you hallucinate and make you do things or think of things that really aren't there. But also your other organs start to shut down because you're not allowing your body to regenerate. And the only way you can regenerate is allowing your brain to sleep. So anyway, eventually he falls asleep, and the parents said they woke up around 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning with their son literally screaming. And they said it was such a piercing scream that they got up and ran into his room. And by the time they got into his room, he was dead. He died in his sleep.
Oh my
They did
God.
an autopsy on him, and they found that he actually had a heart attack during his dream, and that's what killed him. So interesting how some of these movies, even though it's not like super parallel, there's no really super parallel. Um, I guess what do you call that? Like they're not really the same, but the actual event was, in a sense, because that's what Nightmare on Elm Street was about, was a bunch of teenagers falling asleep and basically getting killed by Freddy Krueger.
Mm-hmm.
So it's amazing what your brain will do in situations like that. But yeah, they said that he had a heart attack during that dream. And there's a couple of other movies that they're not like that, but um, I found when I came across this list, and I thought, wow, I didn't know that. So I thought it would be interesting to bring those stories out and talk about them, because I'm not going to tell you which movie that I'm going to bring up, but there's one that really shocked the what out of me. I was like, really? I thought that movie was completely uh, not true. That it was just another Hollywood movie. It's a good movie. It's not a horror movie or anything like that, but it is based on a actual uh, true story of somebody else. But I don't want to give you too much information, because if I do that movie, then you all know. So,
Yeah.
but it's really, really good. Some of the stuff that I found is like, wow, that's interesting.
I watched a movie about that. lady that was murdered in Cape Cod. In the movie, she has an affair and the guy, and then these two fishermen people kill her. But in real life, that's not. It was a garbage man. Like, I don't understand. Like, it says it's based on a true story. So which one's true? Is the garbage guy really,
Yeah.
or was it these other two?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mhm.
confused.
Yeah, there's
Because then I try to watch, documentaries about it,
mhm.
and totally different story on the documentaries than it was on the movie. And I'm like, they just fabricate this on the movie for. I
Yeah, that's what they do.
don't
Is
know.
they
It's on
they
Netflix right now. Or maybe it was on Prime. I can't remember where I watched it. Maybe it was Prime I watched it on.
what is it called again?
Murder on the Cape is the name of the movie. About
Murder on
that
what?
back in the Cape.
Oh, the
It
Cape.
happened
Okay,
in Cape.
I saw
But like,
one.
and it actually happened or whatever. Her name is different on the movie than in real life, but it's the same. It's the same person, but they say the garbage man killed her. But in the movie, it's um, one of the guys had drugs and left it in her car, and then they went to go pick up the drugs, him and the other guy, and then the other guy kills her.
Oh, see, to
But
me
like,
that's Hollywood jazzing it up, making it because they probably felt that way would be a little bit more
they
interesting.
have an affair and she had the baby. Like, I don't even know.
Yeah, exactly.
Because nowhere in the documentaries does it say that she had an affair with somebody.
Oh, geez.
I don't know.
Well, that one movie that sorry video that I
Oh,
did
that
on.
Nightmares Tonight.
No, you won't. But I did a video on the Blob, which I thought was interesting. I don't laugh, but it was actually the writers actually wrote about it and made a movie out of it because there was two officers that came across something that was like a blob, that was like literally hanging off of a telephone pole. And when it started, when you think of blob and it's coming off of a telephone pole, it's just kind of oozing down. And they claim that when it hit the ground, it continued to move through the field that they were next to. And by the time they got to it, one of the officers decided to touch it just to make sure that they weren't just seeing things. And it disintegrated when they touched it. But the movie, The Blob, was actually written because of that story.
Oh,
And
really?
yeah, two officers, they had the FBI was involved in it, a couple of other federal government type agencies were involved. They did find like residue or remnants of this so-called blob that these two officers seen. But yeah, I thought that was an interesting story, and they made it into a movie. I thought, okay, it never got like gigantic big, and it wasn't eating people. But yeah, I thought it was interesting.
I'm sure movies back when they were done back in the day are probably not as scary to us now because, like, how do I say it? Movies nowadays are a lot more like the graphics are a lot better now than back
Yeah.
then.
That's it's the
But
graphic.
back then, it scared the crap out of you. And if you watched it now, you're probably thinking, oh boy, this is kind of lame because, the graphics are so bad in it. But
Well,
back in the day when we were younger, it scared the bejesus out of us.
have you ever
Just
watched Jaws, the original Jaws?
no.
Oh, well, they had interviewed quite a few people that were in that movie, and Richard Dreyfuss was one of them. And he was talking. I think the interview was done about 12 years ago, but Richard Dreyfuss was talking about the mechanical shark, because that's what they used, was this mechanical shark. And he said the shark would constantly break down and would always slow him down. They were trying to make this movie as a budget movie, and ended up way over budget. But he said that they would be walking, getting ready to go on set and walking towards the set, and they could overhear on the walkie-talkies that the shark's broke down. Shark is broke down. They said that they had a hard time with that shark, but I'll tell you, if you haven't seen that movie, that'll scare the heck out of you.
I like the Jaws movie.
I've seen every Jaws movie that they've made, but the original one is the best. I think all the original ones.
Because they're there too. You hear the scary
It's that
music. And I've seen clips of it, but I never totally watched the whole darn movie. Any scary movie, I cut it out.
You knew when that shark was coming because that music would start, and you're like, okay, somebody get out of the water. Whoever's in the water, get out of the water. But yeah, those are the types of movies I like, because you at least get a heads up that you can cover your eyes with your hands, because I did that when I was little. I'd always cover my eyes. But it still scared the jeepers out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Susan M's got it. Because that music got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
And it goes da-da-da. And you're like, oh my God, there it is. But yeah, that movie was. I remember not wanting to go swimming in the ocean for years after that movie.
Oh my gosh, when we went to Cape Cod on vacation, I wanted to go see the seals so bad. I wanted to go on the seal, because they have boats that'll take you out to see the seals.
Yeah.
And we're in, I think it was Provincetown Town or something, and we're on the dock, and there was a sign saying, "Don't feed seals because white sharks are bad." Oh my gosh. So the whole time we're on the boat, she was flipping out thinking a shark was going to come eat us.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, Alyssa, there's no shark that's going to come eat us. Yeah.
And this was around Cape Cod?
Yeah.
That's the eastern side, the eastern side of the States.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they have whale watching too, but I already went on the whale watching. So this time we went, I wanted to go see the seals because I guess the last couple of years a lot of seals have migrated there.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to see, but it was a very foggy day.
Oh.
And I swear I saw a mermaid on a rock.
You did?
Yeah. I think so. I think I saw a mermaid. This is like, yeah, okay, Mom.
Well.
I did. I saw a mermaid.
You never know, right?
Yeah. You never know.
Never know. Now, personally, myself, I don't know if I'd ever want to see a merman or whatever they're called. Mm-mm-mm.
Bye, Robert. Love you too. Yeah.
Bye, Robert. Have a good night.
I think Susan went to bed too. She has to work in the morning. Oh, so this streamer will like this story. So
Okay.
the other day I went to the store to buy Flo some more perches and stuff because I wanted to pimp up her cage a little bit more. I should do a video of her cage, but anyway. So we went and then I was cleaning out her cage and stuff, and she's not tame yet. Like
Mm-hmm.
she's still or whatever. So doesn't she get out while I'm trying to clean her cage? So I'm like, how, like sometimes she'll fly back in, but she wasn't flying back in. So she has this darn, and there's poop on it. I have to clean it. But the star that Clem put in her cage one time, so
Uh-huh.
I put her millet on top of it like this. And she was sitting at the bottom of Clem's chair on the plastic part. So I
Uh-huh.
put it right up and she jumped on it. Then I raised it up and then put her back in her cage. That's how I got her back in. She was actually sitting on that and she let me raise it up. So baby steps. There's poop on it. She poops on everything. They're a bird. That's a problem with birds. They poop a lot.
Well, yeah.
Oh, Marlo! Want to say hi to everybody, Marlo? Want to come up here?
She's not seeing me this evening.
Say hi to everybody. Ow. Ow, come. My cat. Oh, Marlo. No. Marlo, come up here. Come up here. Cat. No, you don't want to say hi to everybody? Say hi. Look at me. Look at me. I'm so pretty. Oh, too close. Too close. Marlo doesn't want to be up here. Marlo's gone.
What color is your bird?
My bird is blue.
Ooh.
She's like a blue. She has like purple cheeks. Cute. But she's on her swing right now.
Yeah.
Just chilling.
This bird's living a more comfortable lifestyle than me.
Right? She's got a pimped out cage.
More spoiled than I love.
I'll have it sometime on a video.
Yeah.
If I can just get her to be friendly, then I can have her. But
Does she try to bite your finger?
she won't even get near my fingers to bite it.
Well,
No.
when we went to the Corn Apple Fest, there was a petting zoo. we went through, and there was this big, gigantic turkey in one of the pens, and it had this like it would follow me everywhere. It's like, go away! I don't want you around me. But every time I'd stop to talk to somebody, he'd try to peck my leg. I'm like, get away! I don't want you to hurt me.
What
And
was
this guy
it?
was. It was a
What was
turkey.
it?
A turkey.
Oh, a turkey.
The thing would leave me alone. And my husband, oh, I think this turkey likes you. And I said, oh, yeah, I'll take it home for dinner. But yeah, he kept trying to peck my leg. It's like, geez, leave me alone.
Oh my gosh, I went one time to Marineland with when I was pregnant with Tyler, and I was wearing this shirt with flowers all over it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you've never been to Marineland, have you?
Not,
In Niagara
no,
Falls?
no.
Well, anyways, they have like a deer like. Last time I went there, I didn't see very many deers, but the year that I went there with Sarah was small. She was still in a stroller
Uh-huh.
because I was pregnant with Tyler, and there's like hundreds of deers that year, and you'd go in and you could feed them and stuff. Well, doesn't one of the deers grab my shirt and start chewing on it, thinking it's flowers? And that's fine. Getting my maternity shirt away from this deer, and then and he like chewed big holes in my shirt.
Oh, no.
And
Oh, my
I'm
gosh.
like going to my ex-husband. I'm like, I'm being attacked by this deer. It's eating my shirt.
Oh, my. That would've been
Fun.
Well, they had this big sign that it says, free, take me home. And I looked at it and they were pot-bellied pigs. And they were the cutest things I'd ever seen. They were just little tiny black ones. And their little tails were just going. And I thought, oh, I looked at my husband and I said, can I take one home? He goes, oh, hell no. He goes, what are you going to do with that? I said, I don't know, but it's cute. He goes, yeah, well, I see dinner. I'm like, okay. That's
No. Not dinner.
They were so cute. But they were small, too. I can imagine they get pretty big.
But aren't those pets? They're pets, though, aren't they?
Yeah, the pot-bellied pigs, they're pet.
Alyssa's never wanted pot-bellied pig.
Big smell bad.
Jesus. Have you ever smelled your cat after she's taken a dump? She just stinks as much as a pig would. Marlo, where is he?
Why are you calling him a she?
Ooh, whatever. He, she, I don't know what my bird is. Is it a he? Is it a she? I don't know.
What color is the beak? The
Well,
nose part
they say they say if it's dark as female, if it's orange it's a male. And I think it's kind of orange, don't you? I don't know, it's changing. She's still like she's not fully. You're gonna piss her off. Don't do that. Hello, what are you? Are you a girl or are you a boy?
You called it Flo without knowing its gender. It sounds more feminine.
Didn't name her.
I didn't mean Marlo either.
So is the nose like a dark brown? Or you said it was kind of an orange color?
I don't know. It's kind of changing. I thought it was more orange, but now it's starting to look more dark. So I don't know.
Now, what I understood was the budgie, right?
Yeah, it's a parakeet budgie.
Yeah, parakeet budgie. From what I understood, and we used to live next to people that raised parakeets, that if they had a brown or like a dark brown or a brown nose, that would indicate that they're a female. If their nose was like a blue or grayish color, that would be a male. Now, we're talking 1970s here, but that's what we were told.
Blue?
Yeah, blue.
Well, this darn thing has an orange. It ain't no blue. You're so pretty. Pretty girl? No, she don't want nothing.
Sounds like a female though, from what you're describing.
Maybe. I don't know. She was born in like there's this place in London called Jungle Services, and they only deal with parrots.
Oh,
That's
okay.
where we got her, and she was born there and raised them. And she was born this year, so still a little.
You don't know how old she is, or he?
All I know, she was born this year. He didn't really say what month. Just that she was born this year.
Yeah. See, I know that Senegal parrots, because that's what I had, a Senegal parrot, and the way you could tell if it was a male or female, the females had a dark, like the parakeets, they would have a dark nose, whereas the males theirs would be bright, like a bright orange color. But I'm not sure how all this different species of birds, how because they're all different. I would really like to get a parrot, but I don't know what
I want
do.
to get it. I want to get one of the little ones. What are they called? A conure? I think they're called conures. They breed them there too. And right now she says she has 2 turquoise ones and 2 green ones. The green ones are cheaper than the turquoise. Obviously, the turquoise are going to be $450 to $500.
Yeah.
But the green ones are $350. But they're not ready yet.
We about 4 years ago went down to it was before COVID. We went down to the States and went to the mall. They had a pet store there that was still open, and they had this beautiful blue, kind of a grayish blue parrot. It wasn't the African gray, but it was much smaller than that. But it was just gorgeous. And I sat there and I started, kind of looking at it and stuff, and it would just look at me and it would twist its head around and look at me again and twist its head around, and I thought, well, there's no way in hell he's going to pay $1,500 for a bird. So I got up and walked away from it, and then I thought, well, I'm going to show Rick this bird. So I brought him over there, and that bird was right up at the window looking at me again. Rick looked at that and he goes, oh, it's cute. And then he looked at the price and goes, oh, no, you're not getting that. I wanted it though, for pretty.
Yeah, I want one, but I gotta save up for that.
But
First, I want to buy a good cage for it, and then, save up for the bird.
And that's the thing, you need to make sure that your cage is big enough, for the bird to be able to move around and have enough room for them. But
Yeah,
when you
this
buy,
cage. Yeah, this cage that I got from that place actually, somebody sold it back or like gave it to them, so they sold it to me for $40.
oh, that's a good deal.
So yeah, I got a really good deal for one that has like stands.
Yeah, because bird cages
It,
are not
it's
cheap.
not typically the color I like, it's green, but for
Mhm.
$40, can't
Yeah.
complain.
Yeah, it's amazing how much things cost just to get them started too. All the toys
Yeah,
and
like
food and stuff like that.
yeah, because he's on pellets. He's on pellet food.
Oh, he's not on seed.
No, seed's not good for them. Pellets are better. He's
Yeah.
on pellet. And because he was raised there, right? That's what they fed him.
Mm-hmm.
So, and he was a bit more money because he was already fed that food. As if there was other budgies in another cage that were cheaper, but they were
Right.
seed fed. But he was he was raised on pellets, so that's what she eats, or he, or whatever you are.
You
Yeah.
should get you should get a book on parakeets. That should tell
Yeah.
you. That'll give you more
I've
of
been
a
watching.
guide.
I've been watching videos on YouTube.
Uh-huh.
Before I came on here, I was watching some funny parrot stuff, and she was listening to the birds, and then she started singing. She likes it when you play other birds singing.
Yeah. Oops. There are more in here.
Yeah, she might be a girl. I don't know.
Well, besides
It's getting
going to
late.
the doctors tomorrow, excuse me, I have to go in and get my eyes examined. But then at 7:30, I'm going to be going to the Backstreet Boys concert. I'm really excited about it.
Oh, tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow night is the Backstreet Boys.
Ooh, and you have to go to work the next day?
I do. But
Ugh.
I'm okay with it because this is something I've wanted to see them in concert for so long. And the one chance that I was trying to get there, COVID hit, so the concert was canceled. So
Mhm.
I saw that they were coming to Winnipeg. I'm like, that's it. I'm getting the tickets, and didn't, really think too much about how much they cost. They're not cheap, but I at least get to see them once. And I heard they put on a really good show, so I'm really excited about that. The doctor's appointments I'm not really excited about, but going to see the Backstreet Boys, oh yes, definitely.
So, do you live in it? Jesus, Marlo, I didn't even know you were down there. Marlo was right underneath my feet. Do you live in Winnipeg or outside of Winnipeg?
What was that?
Do you live in Winnipeg or outside of Winnipeg?
I live well, I live in Winnipeg, but we live in the Transcona area. It's
Is
it's
it kind of
outside.
like, so is it like, like Mississauga to Toronto kind of thing?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Um, it, it takes me a while to get to work from here, but I'm okay with that because where I work, it's on the opposite side of the city, and Winnipeg is not set up with like the highways or the freeways like Toronto is. So in order to get where I need to go, it takes about 45 minutes on a highway to get there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Is it really?
Go
Is
through
it
the
really
city.
busy?
Yeah, I don't want to go through the city. Thank you. No, no, no. I'd rather go around the city and then where I need to go than go through the city. Especially through rush hour.
Oh yeah, Jill's going to be the Backstreet Boys, isn't she?
Transcona is in an area of Wood. Yeah. So Jill, I asked Jill to go with me, and her daughter's got I think she said they were in the playoffs, so she wasn't able to go. But I would have loved to have Jill go. But
So who's going with you now?
My one of my coworkers that works with me, she's and I was kind of leery to ask because there are people that don't care too much for the Backstreet Boys, which is fine. But when I told her or asked her, she was really excited. She says, "Oh yeah, I want to go. I want to go." I'm like, "Okay." But she's a lot younger than me. Well, yeah, she's about 16 years younger than me. But yeah, so we're gonna go. Actually, I'm working from home tomorrow, and I'm only working half the day. So I'm going to get myself somewhat ready. I don't know exactly yet what I'm going to wear because it really doesn't matter. I mean, for me, it's a concert. If it's hot, I'm going to wear shorts. I'm not going to wear anything special. But we're going to go out to dinner before we go to the show.
If you didn't want to be in here, why did you stay in here? Now you want to sit by the door and ask to go out.
Your daughter.
Really? Really, Marlo? Oh, you're such a fucking cat.
Oh, yeah, Jill, I wish you could go. I really wish you could go. Oh boy. Oops. So what time is it getting? Is it getting pretty late?
It's almost 11 o'clock.
Oh, wow. We've been on for 2 hours. It's like time flies.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah. All right. So when do you think we're going to go on again next? What is a big day for you? Whew.
This week or next week?
Well, you're off what, Tuesday?
I'm off today, Monday, Tuesday,
Okay,
Friday.
so then
Tuesday. No, I work Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday next week.
okay. So which day would be best for you, Wednesday or Thursday?
Wednesday.
Wednesday? Okay, so let's do Wednesday then.
Or we can do Tuesday night. It's up to you.
Uh, let's just do Wednesday night. That would be fun.
Okay.
And do we have people that answered or left a message on last video?
Yep.
All right, so it's time. Susan, are you still in the room?
No.
She left?
I think she went to bed. She has to work tomorrow.
Ah, okay. Because I was going to tell her.
She does the breakfasts at the hotel.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So
I'll give her a message. I'll let her know. Because she won last week. I'm not, because she'd already had a gift card, I'm waiting until she uses that gift card or whenever she wants to compile them together. I'm going to give her a special code so she can use both at the same time instead of, because the website will only let you use one gift card or it'll allow you to use a gift card and a promotional code. So I'm going to give her the promotional code so she can use both of them at the same time, if that makes sense.
okay.
All
I'm
right.
gonna go to the video.
It's hot. It's hot in here. Oh, that really turned out.
There's 5 comments.
Okay.
And they turned it off again. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Susan's like, Liz, it's turned off. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah. As soon as I get off of here, I'm going to make sure it's turned on. I don't understand why they turned it off, to be honest. Doesn't make sense
I
to
don't
me.
know either.
So if you haven't commented on last week's live, I believe it's on my channel, isn't it? Or no, it was on your channel.
Yeah.
Uh,
I still haven't heard anything from that Nancy girl.
okay.
So I don't
So
know.
if you haven't commented on last week's live, go over there. You have a minute to get over there and leave your comment so that you can get in to the draw for this week's gift certificate.
Okay. Ready? You can see my webcam. Wait.
Boy,
Ready?
the tag on this is long.
Ready?
Yeah, go for
Set.
it.
Go. Dreamer!
Dreamer, congratulations! No, you're gonna pull my cords away. Go on. No, get back. Rain, get back. Boy, this
So
stuff
I
is
would
fun.
save it. I would save it for the new releases.
Yeah. Yeah, because I just got notification by the sounds of it that the new releases are completed, done, and boxed up and ready to go. So they're shipping them out tomorrow. Woo-hoo! Just have to wait for it to cross the sea. So Dreamer, you are for the $25 gift certificate for this week. Just to remind everyone to make sure that when the video is over, and hopefully we can turn the comment thing on, leave your comment so that way you can be put into the draw for next week. And again, these gift cards do not have an expiration date, so you can hold on to them for a while. For the new release.
Congratulations, Dreamer. I don't know where she is now.
You notice there's it seems like it's a long, it's just green.
Delay.
Yeah.
Where did you get Hannah?
What was that?
the Hannah thing on your hand. Isn't that what it's called?
Yeah.
Was
I
that
thought
at the fair too? It's
Yeah,
pretty.
it is pretty. She did a really good job. I've never had this done before, and I thought, oh, I'm gonna get it done. She did a really good job. I love it.
I got it done once before at a
All
work
right.
function. I didn't have to pay for it.
Yeah, I wanted her to do both my hands, but I decided no. I think this cost me $20. So, but she said it should last for 14 days.
Yeah, I got it done on one hand too.
So
Anyway,
anyway,
it's been a splendid.
it's time for us to say goodnight. And
Yeah.
always remember to stay safe and stay healthy, stay happy. And Lizzie, we will join up again next week. Thank you so much for coming, and you guys take care of yourselves, okay?
Yep. You
All right.
too. Bye.
See you guys later.